We transformed our nether into a massive void. The ultimate nether-destroying machines on the loose. Built this extraordinary wall design that's just simply crazy. And finally, we built the gigantic main building in the center, making this the largest nether base in all of Minecraft. Bro, that's insane. How are we supposed to top this? But a last major element is still missing. The nether hub ring. The plan is to build a huge ring-shaped structure around the hole, from which the base will spread across the entire nether ceiling. 8 gigantic blue ice highways that will take us to any place in our world in seconds. And if I'd known how much work that would be, I probably would have reconsidered. This is the nether hub. And here it is, the nether hub ring around our nether base. 10,000 blocks just went into the outlines alone. And here you can also see where the highways will eventually go. We got some modules everywhere. And from here on out, the ice tracks will extend into 8 different directions. And they're really going to be going 1,000, 2,000, or 5,000 blocks in each direction. And completely decorated, it's going to be sick. But let's forget about all the design stuff and the cool ring we're gonna build for now, cause we currently have a much bigger problem, namely with the ice tracks. Just go ahead and guess how much ice we're gonna need to build these 8 ice tracks. We already calculated all this several days ago, and you might be thinking of 200,000, 500,000, or a million blocks of ice. We need 22 million ice blocks. And before y'all think I've gone completely mad, which people are probably thinking anyways, this is the amount we'd have to produce with our ice farm. Because of course we won't be using regular ice blocks, but blue ice, since it's the fastest way to get around by boat. Blue ice is crafted from 9 packed ice, and packed ice is crafted from 9 regular ice, which means that a single one of these blue ice blocks is equivalent to 81 regular ice blocks. And right here we got the best ice farm you can have in Minecraft. The ice spawns here across a huge area, which is then continuously mined by an AFK player right here. And so this farm produces exactly 72,000 ice blocks per hour, which is, by the way, the limit of what a player can mine per hour. More blocks ain't possible. That means even with the best ice farm in all of Minecraft, it will take about 312 hours to get all our ice. And the farm would have to fill over 13,000 shulker boxes, which we'd also have to get first, for which we would need a better shulker farm, and for that we would need some wood, so we would have to repair the wood farm, storage for the ice farm. We can stay on the server could either lagging so much thousands of them. Yeah, you know what? Let's just forget about all that ice farm stuff. We're just gonna farm the 22 million ice blocks, or rather the 287,000 blue ice blocks, manually. It might sound silly at first, but first off, it won't cause as many problems. And secondly, according to my calculations, with 20 players farming packed ice in a frozen ocean, we might even be faster than using the ice farm. At least I hope. Bro, how big is this biome? Dude, this is the biggest frozen ocean I've ever seen. The thing is, it might sound a little crazy, but I do think we could actually mine everything out here. Then I'd say let's just go ahead and put up a little storage area where we can then put all the blocks later. So, in this storage here, we can then sort everything later. The chests will always be filled with shulkers of blue ice, and I see we got packed ice in here. We're gonna recraft all the ice into blue ice, and now check this out. This is 2 shulkers of packed ice, and I'm gonna convert that into blue ice, and then that's just barely 6 stacks of blue ice out of 2 whole shulkers. In total, we need about 161 shulkers blue ice, which we're farming here in the frozen ocean. And since we're directly mining packed ice here, it could actually be more efficient than our ice farm, which only produces regular ice. Although it'll probably still take a while because we're not farming continuously for 24 hours. This ice sound is so nice, dude. If anybody has a texture pack, I'd be really grateful, man. Yeah, what sound would it be better than ice? I think bone blocks would be the best. because it's like a deep sound, you know? Please work, please work, please work. Yes, dude, it really works. Oh my god, that's so much better. Bro, now 40 hours of ice farming like this. I actually managed to make that texture pack myself. Nice. Dude, I had to find and pick out sounds from like 5 different packs. Bell. Dude, let's do it. Yeah, that's pretty chill. Ugh. Oh my god. Dude, this is even better. Bro, I feel like a bee just snacking away on all the honey in my hive. Bro, I mean, yep, this is it. It's kind of gross, but also pretty cool. And now we no longer have to endure the annoying ice sound. Nothing stood in the way of the ultimate grind. 161 shulker boxes of blue ice is, by the way, the equivalent of 2.5 million packed ice, which is the largest number of blocks we've ever manually mined at once. But the gigantic blue ice highways we can build later as a result make the grind worthwhile. Okay, so it seems our last pickaxe is all used up. Bro, that happened quickly. All the currently broken pickaxes need to be repaired, and we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. But we already made some mad progress. So, here's the creeper farm, and we're gonna use this creeper farm to replenish all of our broken pickaxes, because it actually goes really fast here. These portals right here are gonna spawn a bunch of creepers. These creepers go into the nether. We're gonna go there too on the other side. Alright, good, everything's still working. This is always such a cool sight. And now we can just grab our pickaxes, all the silk touch pickaxes we need to repair, set them up, and now look how fast these get repaired. 188 durability, and now holding the hammerstone to kill out the creepers. Bam, one hit and the pickaxe is full. Just a single hit, and the Enderman farm will take like 5 minutes to do it. That's just insanely OP. But they also make the server lag a bit. Alright, that was it. Not even 2 minutes, and all the pickaxes are good again. The others can repair theirs as well, and I'm gonna go back to farm ice. Bro, this polar bear is probably wondering what the heck is going on. We're just mining away his whole home. No, it's not the climate change destroying the polar bear's habitat. It's us. Kinda sounds like a hookah bar. Okay, let me look for a different one. Bro, I'm gonna just do the main end portal, like when the portal gets finished. It's gonna be so loud. The sound itself is just super loud. Oh, hell nah, bro. What? Yeah, some relaxing ice farm. It's always pretty difficult to convey in the videos what a grind it is to farm so many blocks. I mean, we spent almost an entire week just mining ice. And aside from a few more sound packs and some pretty long Discord conversations, it was pretty monotonous. But again, we persevered, and after 7 days, we finally had our 287,000 blue ice. We are finished with ice farming. Yo, just take a look at this. Everything dismantled. The complete frozen ocean just mowed away. Bro, this looks so surreal. That's crazy. Pretty much a flat world now. Here you can see 3 complete chests full of shulkers, full of blue ice. Bro, this block is so insane. Just having only a few stacks of this feels pretty amazing, because this is just such crazy compressed ice. And we got like over 160 shulker boxes of it. So we brought all the blue ice to the base so we can start building the highways right away. Incidentally, right at the beginning, we looked at how long each ice track needed to be to reach certain farms or other things. That's why some highways are only 1,500 blocks long, while others reach 5,000 blocks. So now we have all the blue ice here, and since the layout is already in place, we know how the elevation and position of the tracks are, and I think it would make sense to mark the end so we don't build it too far. Dude, this is... Wait, what? Bro, this is so long. Man, okay, this is the minimum. We're gonna make each and every track at least this long. I mean, imagine how long 5,000 blocks will be. Alright, so across this entire area from here at the front all the way down to there, there's gonna be an ice track, and that's the shortest one. And the task is quite simple. We're now gonna pull each of these tracks forward completely, one after the other. And now you can also see the ice tracks are gonna get pretty thick, so this isn't one of these low budget ice tracks like you might have seen before, like the one up there for example. So this is pretty much one of the simplest tracks we have, only 1,500 blocks long, and it's straight. So the 5,000 block sloping ice track will probably be pretty painful. Oh no, there's a chunk. Actually, I don't think that really matters. Yeah, I mean, we have to take it down, whatever this is. And it's gone. Okay, so I'd say while the others are working on this, I'm not going to be participating because there's another task that needs to be done, which would be the design. Because this entire Nether hub is going to be part of our Nether base, like an expansion, and this all needs to be built and designed all nicely in the same colors that we have in the base, with gold, with red, gradients, furnishings, and floor designs. Later, we're also going to do the design of the ice tracks, but first, the ring. And that's gonna be my job. Now, one might think I'm trying to shirk my responsibilities, but believe me, designing always takes significantly longer than stuff like this. So that's gonna be my part, and the others are gonna do the ice tracks. So I'm going ahead to design this entire Nether hub in a separate creative world. We can then scan this design at the very end to get our building template and a comprehensive material list with exactly how many blocks we're gonna need to farm. This time around though, we're gonna do it a little differently. I'll only show you the finished Nether hub ring and its interior layout at the very end when we build it in survival mode. I can only tell you that it was an incredible amount of work and it took me over 30 hours pre-building this in creative mode. But it was definitely worth it, and I think the ring together with the building in the middle will look extremely cool. And we're back in survival mode after 2 weeks of designing that ring, and it really took that long. You'll only see the finished ring at the very end when we actually start building it here in survival, but we have our list of materials, and we got a serious amount of blocks to farm. Here's the material list, 500,000 items, and this is really just for the building that's gonna be going around here, not even the ice tracks included. The ice tracks, the blue ice, are another 300,000 blocks of ice, of blue ice, and those are already placed. Looks super epic how it's spanning in every direction. And we're gonna dress these up later too, so they're also gonna get a nice design. By the way, they don't end right there, they go much further, but I haven't refreshed everything yet. That's gonna be super dope. And so we don't lose track, we're gonna do what we always do and set up a little storage area right here. In this wonderful warehouse, we can now sort in all of the items we're gonna farm. Everything's arranged in order from largest to smallest, and everything is also written down on this wall right here with the quantities. We can now work through everything piece by piece and remove all the signs one after the other until the wall is clear and all the chests are full. And the very first item we're gonna farm, bro, this wall is so huge, man. Black wool, 71,026. Right up here. For the wool, we already built a super massive wool farm, and the cool thing about that is it's a couple thousand blocks away from our nether base right here. But we do already have our ice tracks, so I'd say it'll be the perfect time to try them out. So let's make a beautiful mangrove boat. This is the highway we'd want to take if we wanted to go to the wool farm, and it goes, as you see on the sign right here, 5,000 blocks in that direction. That's where we need to go. There should still be a bit of black wool there. Now we can just drive straight ahead. It should work. We don't have a railing yet, but I placed the boat pretty straight. Bro, just look how relaxing this is. At this speed, we're heading straight to the wool farm. In the top right corner, you can see how fast we're going. 50 blocks per second, 60 blocks per second, 70 blocks per second. So the elytra would be at about like 35 blocks per second. So this is pretty much twice as fast. And you don't have to fire rockets all the time. You just press one button and easily go thousands of blocks. Wow. And that's it. Okay, so here's the wool farm. And I hope we still got some of this black wool. Oh. Everything's still good out here, right? Yeah. Here you can see all our sheep. Well, then I guess we'll just have to turn on the farm. I think red and orange wool we also need a bit of. Yeah, here it is. Red and orange, we need 3 shulkers and another 3. Maybe we even still got some. Oh my god, yeah, we do still have some. And orange too. Alright, that means we can just take 1, 2, 3 shulkers of orange and 1, 2, 3 shulkers of red. And we'll go ahead and activate the black module. And here you can see all the wool coming out. Just one pull of a lever, and 12,000 units of black wool are now being produced. So orange wool, check, and red wool is also done with. We're gonna leave the black wool running. It's gonna take a couple of hours. In the meantime, we can do the second item, the nether bricks. And for that, we have our bartering farm. It was already pretty useful for the building because the piglin bartering farm automated all of those piglin trades. We have a huge farm there. We can go check it out real quick. And here we should... Yeah, no, we don't have any nether bricks anymore. So that means we're just gonna have to turn on the farm, and being the clever people we are, we already turned on the gold farm because this farm eats a ton of gold. And here in this chest, we got a whole lot of gold blocks. And then it's gonna produce all of these items fully automatically. We need some blackstone too. Actually, we can just take it with us right here. All right, all the gold is recrafted. Bro, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 entire double chests full of shulkers, almost full of gold bars. And all of this is... Wait a second, what did I just see? No? Oh yeah, wait, why the heck is there quartz here? What? That's not supposed to be there. Somebody was trying to sell these piglins quartz. Here's the gold. Oh my god, it's coming. Then it goes through the portal to the piglins on the other side. And now we get all the items. So these are 839,000 gold bars, and hopefully that should do the trick. Then we can go ahead and take care of the next item. Black concrete, 49,000 in fact. I think we especially use that for the interior design on the walls, and for that we can go ahead to our gravity duper. We have a farm for that too. So we can already get a lot of our items with the farms we have, but of course there are a couple of blocks that are a bit more grindy, I guess. The first items we need the most of are always relatively easy to get, mainly because we already used a ton of those blocks for the building and such. And this one's pretty cool. We're just gonna place some black concrete powder here. Now I'll turn it on. I need to get in real quick or else I'm gonna die. Oh my god, that's always pretty scary. But here we go. And the waterlogged leaves transform it directly into black concrete, and we're gonna get a bunch of it now. After a few minutes at the gravity duper, we were able to tick off that block from our list too. And when I wanted to go to the wool farm again, I ran into a slight problem with the ice tracks. Huh? Yeah, I guess with server lags, this thing's dead. I always keep bugging backwards a bit. Wow. Whoa, oh my god. Yeah, well, for that reason... Bro! Huh? The heck is this? Ah, man. Yeah, I guess when the server's lagging, it's practically impossible to use these routes when you're too fast. Hi, bro, I guess I'm flying then. Yo, I can't even get out. Look, I'm sneaking in the boat. Let's see just how much wool we got. Oh, yep, that's what I wanted to see. A whole double chest full of black wool. Nice. Then the black wool is also taken care of. So now we have the item we needed the most of done. Then I'd say let's go ahead and check out the bartering farm because I think we should have all the nether bricks we need by now. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick. Okay. Only 2 of the lamps are on, but there are definitely nether bricks in here. Let's take it all out real quick and see how much we got. 347,328 nether bricks. So that means a third of our gold bars got converted into nether bricks. That allowed us to at least craft the 50,000 nether bricks and the 28,000 chiseled nether bricks we needed, which we then immediately stored in the storage. And we activated the gold farm again because we still needed cracked and red nether bricks. For the 33,000 coal blocks, we have our wither skeleton farm, which is over 13,000 blocks away, so I could try out one of the slanted ice tracks to get over there. And luckily we had more than enough coal there. Block of coal, check. So next up is nether wart blocks, 30,000. And both the nether wart and the crimson hyphae things we can produce with our nether wood farm. It's been broken for a while, but it's been repaired now. So, I still gotta get used to this island. And here's the nether wood farm, and it should still be working. Okay, it's blown up. Was it supposed to? No, something's not right here. This block right here, wait, what? Why can't I mine it? Ah, man, now I took away something else. Ah, whatever, it needs to be fixed anyways. Well, if it needs be, we could also activate this one right here. I've actually never used this farm before. I mean, it also produced quite well, as you can see. No idea how this is gonna work, but there must be a power button somewhere. Wait, so if I built the farm, there would definitely be a power button somewhere you could actually see it. Well, it's not down here. Ah, okay, here it is. Yeah, well, I mean, 2 levers, but what's the lever over here for? I'm gonna just turn it on. What could go wrong? Oh, okay. Yeah. I think it works. And now we should get some crimson wood up in here. I'm not really sure how much this farm produces per hour, but we can definitely go ahead and take the nether wart blocks with us and sort them in. Nether wart blocks are finished. The next day, thanks to all the gold from the gold farm, we were able to fire up the piglin bartering farm again, which then allowed us to craft all the cracked nether bricks and red nether bricks. So, a little bit of time has passed. I'd say we should go ahead and quickly check out the wood farm. Oh. Well, that definitely looks quite concerning, but perhaps it produced just a little something? Not too many shroom lights. Oh, never mind, we got some. Well, the question is it enough? Oh, man. So, as you can see, we got 4 logs in the crafting table right here, but we only get 3 of these out. So that means we're gonna lose 25%, and yeah, we need like 13 shulkers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe one of the others still have a little bit. Why are you invisible? Oh, let's go, our savior! And with that, the crimson hyphae is also taken care of. There's still quite a few items that we could also get through our farms. For example, polished blackstone, we could also get black glazed terracotta and stuff, like gold blocks, honey blocks and stuff. They're gonna be relatively easy. However, we do still have a couple of pretty grindy blocks on the list. Among those, and that's what we're gonna be doing next, 10,000 raw gold blocks. Again. We already farmed raw gold for the building, also had to farm around 10,000 of them for that. These are the ones. And the funny thing is, we're gonna need more raw gold for the outer ring than for the building itself. And in case you didn't know, raw gold blocks are incredibly annoying to farm, because we can't get that from the gold farm. We're gonna have to farm gold ore in the overworld. Gold ore are most commonly found in the Badlands biome, and to find a new one where we haven't already mined every single gold ore, we're gonna have to travel quite a distance away from the base. We're at the coordinates 130,000 and 130,000. And now we get to the most complicated part of the process. We're gonna have to keep searching for Badlands biomes. And that can really take extremely long. But if you find a Badlands biome, you can get a whole lot of stuff out of it. Oh damn, I got one! Alright, let's hope it's big enough. That looks pretty good, bro. It's not the hugest by any means, but I'm sure we're gonna be able to get a good amount of raw gold. I don't remember exactly how much we're gonna get out of it, but I know we're definitely not gonna be like strip mining underground or something. Instead, mining these gold ores with silk touch. And when we go into the caves later, you're gonna see it's extremely full. Here are dripstone caves. Those aren't really ideal. That's gonna be a different biome, not Badlands anymore. So we could just dig your way down, but the best thing is to find like a huge cave. Oh yeah, like this. Oh yeah. And yeah, here you can see it. This place is absolutely loaded with gold ore. It's super OP. Bro, here. There's gold, there, and there. And when multiple players are on this, we'll hopefully make pretty good progress. Okay, I'd say that was pretty much it with this Badlands. I also just checked through everything again. Yeah, and at some point you're just gonna have to leave the Badlands biome. It's not really worth looking a half an hour for the next cave. And I've already been here for like around 2 hours now. And the loot I got out of that Badlands biome was this here. Not even a shulker of ores. I don't know if that's a good thing. I guess rather not. There weren't really that many caves in there. I'm hoping the next one has a few more. Is this a mushroom island? Dude! Bro, what kind of mushroom island is this? My next Badlands biome didn't take long to appear. After searching the surrounding biomes, I stumbled upon a second one, and then later on, I even found a third one right next to it. The others also had pretty good luck finding the Badlands biomes, which is an extremely important factor when farming raw gold. Back then, we needed almost an entire week for the same amount, and this time it took less than 3 days, even though we even farmed a little bit too much. We are finished with our gold farm, and not even 3 days we managed to get it all done this time. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 30 shulkers completely filled with gold ore. And we built a beautiful pedestal where we're all going to place it now in a huge mountain of gold. And I'd say at the bottom layer we're going to place some deep slate, and at the top the regular ones. Let's see how tall the tower gets. Alright, bro, it went just right up under the maximum build height. Bro, bro, just what kind of tower is this, man? It's a skyscraper. Right up here is maximum build height. You can see here with the base. And now we're gonna mine all this down with Fortune 3. Men, all Fortune 3, very important. Don't go without Fortune 3 or else we're gonna lose a whole lot of gold. And keep converting it in between into raw gold blocks. And now, let's take it down. Let's go. Yo, we did it. My god, that just took over an hour to mine all of that. Now, let's see how much we got. These are all the raw gold blocks. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost 7 shulker boxes filled with raw gold. That's crazy. 30,000 gold ores turned into less than 7 of these shulkers. Where's it at? Here. Let's continue with more of the blocks we're gonna have to farm manually. Those are all the signs marked in blue, and the good thing is those are also the last blocks we're actually gonna need to farm, because we either already have all the others in some chests, or we can produce them with our farms. And to ensure that we get the blue marked blocks as quickly as possible, I'm dividing some of these items among the players. So I got 6 of these books right here I prepared, and as you can see, all of these items are listed in the books, nicely divided, so we can be as efficient as possible. The first one's for me, I already assigned that to myself. Book number 2 contains a bit of deep slate. We gotta farm quite a lot of it, there's 2 books with that. Here, fast mover can have the deep slate. There you go, no, not main gopher. Yo, bro's kinda slow, huh? Better call yourself slow mover. The next one is also deep slate. Here, it's all yours, Antonio. And then we have netherrack and gilded blackstone. Here, Valley can have that. And then we have smooth red sandstone and stripped acacia wood. Not super elaborate. Here, Skipper. And last but not least, we have all the items under 1,000 quantity. It's gonna be a little bit more work, because with that we're gonna be able to check out the entire lower part of the material list. So you can see just from here on out, from the granite, we still have all that stuff lying around in some chests, not worth mentioning, and somebody can knock that out, and then our wall should be completely empty. So basically these are the last items. Main gopher can have this. Alright guys, let's go farm your items, and I also have my to-do list. And the very first item on my list is weeping vines. Weeping vines are those things right there, those crimson thingies hanging down from all the trees, and those we can't get from a farm. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to farm those manually, so I'd say I'm gonna go to a crimson forest. Look at here. So I'm gonna need 5,000 of those now, just about 3 shulkers, and I'm pretty sure we can mine it with silk touch, right? Yeah. Oh, so that's how it is. I guess if I mine it from the top, I only get 1. Ah man, bro, that kinda sucks. Isn't there a more efficient way? I guess in theory it's actually pretty easy. You only need a couple of dispensers like this. The vines go there, and then observers. Let's see if it already works like this. And now we should be able to mine it. Yeah, dude, that's way better. Wow. Bro, I'm a redstone pro. I already have as much as I just had. And now I'm gonna add a couple... What the hell, bro? Now I'm gonna add a couple more hoppers and keep farming. Let's go. And no way could I farm this fast in a crimson forest. Alright, well, the hoppers are pretty slow. Maybe we're gonna have to improve that. Then we're actually not gonna use these hoppers. Oh wait, no, that's like this again. Then I guess we're gonna have to deactivate the farm for a second. And then I'm not gonna do it with hoppers, but with water. And now I get it directly into my inventory. Okay, how fast do we get 1 stack? Yeah, pretty valid, I'd say. Alright, then let's turn off the farm. I already have enough. And next up is gilded blackstone. Wow, haven't farmed gilded blackstone in quite a while. Hey, so first, to get the gilded blackstone, I'm gonna have to fly a few blocks. Cause as you might know, we already farmed a whole lot of gilded blackstone. Also for the building in the middle, we needed a lot of it. And all the bastions around this place are pretty much all farmed out. And gilded blackstone is only found in bastions. And that's why we now have to find a couple of new ones. I have to go at least 10,000 blocks away now. So right now we're 11,000 blocks away. And, wait, oh my god, I don't think those are fresh chunks. Well, no, that would be a problem. We really need unlooted bastions. And it's looking kinda, or actually, never mind. No, it hasn't been looted yet. And it's pretty important that these bastions aren't looted yet, because we have... oh god, I need to get used to this again. Here I need to watch out a little bit better. We already looted a ton of gilded blackstone before. Yeah, here's some gilded blackstone, 8 of them. And that was definitely one of the better chests. Where we also have some chests sometimes is up here. By now, I'm really familiar with gilded blackstone. And so we're gonna keep on looting out these bastions. Luckily, we don't need that much. The annoying thing about gilded blackstone is that you can't farm it so casually, like raw gold, for example, where you only have to travel a little bit. But here, you always had the constant risk of dying. Because here in the bastions, there's those piglin brutes everywhere, but this one was unlooted. Oh, and there's a good amount on the backside here too. I like farming gilded blackstone. I mean, it takes a while, and you gotta be really careful, but I enjoy it, because you can just be pretty proud of yourself at the end when you have, like, such a hard-to-get block in your building. Bro, I'm looking forward to the day where Minecraft has the bright idea to add a crafting recipe for gilded blackstone, and we then farmed everything for nothing. Bro, I'd be so mad if they did that. Since farming gilded blackstone took by far the longest, the others also farmed a bit more after they were finished with their blocks. And so, after just under 2 days, we finished gilded blackstone. Alright, then I'd say let's go head back. I didn't quite farm my 2,000, but we definitely have enough overall. Bro, I'm here at 160,000 in the nether. Like, what? I need to fly all the way back now. And now if I activate the concrete duper as a waypoint, we need I need to fly 162,000 blocks now. And that took over an hour and a half. And while I was flying the elytra, I initially fired rockets constantly to speed things up, until I eventually realized that rockets can actually slow you down. Feel free to comment if you knew this, but if you're gliding in a dive with the elytra and then fire a rocket, you simply slow down. What? Anyways, I always ended up flying 5,000 blocks high and then diving back down without rockets, which was much faster. Pretty much twice as fast. But bro, I really can't be the only one who didn't know that. There she is. Let's go. Yo, dude, look at that. Off to the storage. Damn, the wall's pretty much empty. We farmed 3 shulkers, gilded blackstone, and that was actually almost an entire shulker more than we actually needed. But we're gonna also be building the ice tracks later on, and we'll possibly need some more gilded blackstone for that too, so you really can't have enough of that. We still got a couple of the blue items left, and I'm also not done yet. I still need to get all the copper stuff. That being waxed cut copper, waxed block of copper, and waxed chiseled copper. Oh, here it is. Let's go. Here's the trial chamber. And here you can see we've got a whole lot of copper blocks in here. That means it saves us the crafting, and they're already waxed. And now we can just go ahead and mine them all. It's actually totally OP. Minecraft introduces copper into a game, and then shortly after a structure where you can mine everything directly. And I think that should be enough for now. I now have over 3 shulkers full of waxed copper blocks, and out of those we can maybe make all the variants, and I'd actually like to try something out real quick. I heard that it might even work a little better with the stone cutter, that we can get 4 copper blocks from one of these here. So I do want to test that out real quick, because then we would have so many more blocks. We actually need 3.5 shulkers, but maybe then it would be enough. Yeah. You actually really get 4 of those blocks out of 1. Bro, what? And chiseled? As well. Yo, bro, that's insane. Because if you do it in a crafting table, 4 of these blocks are 4 blocks, so a 1-to-1 trade. Then we probably farmed a little bit too much. Cut copper, regular copper blocks, and chiseled copper. And that shouldn't leave too many items left on the list. I mean, look at this, bro. The wall has gotten so much more empty. And now, all of these items left here on the wall, we can get through our farms. And here you can see it. Black clay terracotta, we have a clay farm for it. Gold farm for the gold. We have a wood farm for the mangrove planks. Froglight farm for the froglights. So the rest of it is super easy. We just have to stop by a few farms and then we can get started. Our storage area is full. It's all done, everything's finished. The wall is now completely empty and the chests are filled with the corresponding items. And now we're gonna go ahead and build a ring that I already pre-designed. We already took care of the template with the quartz blocks, and I've actually already perfectly lined it all up. So now you're gonna see for the first time what it looks like based on the schematic. Bam, here it is. You can see it perfectly aligned with all the quartz lines. Doesn't look all too amazing yet, but it's gonna be super cool, and the base is definitely gonna look much tougher with it. With these floating letters in the air indicating the cardinal directions, I'm pretty satisfied with how it came out. And now we're gonna build it here. So we're going on to the first layer, height 128, and we're gonna start building upwards from here. We did it! The first half of the Nether hub ring is complete. Nice. And the entire ring, or I guess I should say half of the ring, is completely set up and furnished. So we're not going to have to deal with any kinds of furnishing anymore. I mean, it's not particularly filled, but we already have a floor design, some of these beautiful chandeliers, we have some columns, a ceiling, and it's all completely finished from the inside. So we're not going to have to deal with that anymore. The building is still completely empty. We didn't do it there. Bro, just take a look at all this, man. That's such a great effect. Now we got like a huge wall surrounding us. We should definitely eventually place something here in the air. Bro, why is there... Dude, what's that chicken doing? Yo, stop going through portals. Bro, I've been telling you. Let's go check it out from a little further away. Of course, it's only half the ring right now, but I think you get it. This is gonna be hella sick. And also with the ice tracks later, when they get all dressed up too. So, that was the first half of the ring, and I think it took like around 10 hours or something to build. But it's also been a couple days, and you might be surprised that I'm suddenly level 5,200. I spent a few days at the creeper farm, cause among other things, I also made myself another couple of pickaxe shulkers. It was a real pain having to repair them all the time while farming ice. So it didn't really take too long to build this thing, so we're gonna go ahead and tackle the second half, but there's a slight problem with the materials at the moment. We had an extreme supply shortage on a lot of things, and you can see some of the chests are already empty even though we only have half of it done. So all the things are in various player inventories, so that's kind of stressful. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the second half now, then we'll have our ring, and then we'll get to the ice tracks. I'm looking forward to those the most, bro. This driving through there is gonna be pretty epic. Yo, guys, I forgot to record, so unfortunately there's no time-lapse of the second half, but here's the first time-lapse again, just mirrored. Just pretend it's the second half. We are finished, guys. We finally done it. Dude, that looks so tough. Look at this. Now it's completely finished, both halves, and this took another like 2.5 hours. Just for the crimson thingies we did. Inside the base, in the setup, we have a couple of these crimson vines. And placing these crimson vines was a real pain because we had to right-click each one of them with the scissors so they wouldn't grow any further. But we did it. I think it looks really awesome. And now everything is truly finished, all the way around 360 degrees, everything's complete. Yo, this is how it looks with the shaders. But the finished ring isn't the end of it, because now comes the design of the enormous ice highways. And for that, we spent a few days in a creative world to come up with this design. This right here is just a small module that will eventually build across thousands of blocks on the ice tracks. But before we do that, we first need to gather all the materials, and that's gonna be quite a few. Dude, what? 1.4 million blocks! we're gonna need. And it has to be said that we also decided, which now seems really justified, to initially only make each ice track decoration for 1500 blocks. Some of the highways we have are up to 5000 blocks long. We're gonna start off focusing on just 1500 blocks for the straight ones and the slopes, and from there we're gonna see how long it takes, bro. Because 1.4 million blocks, that's way more blocks than we even needed for a mega building in the middle. And already we took over a month to build this ring. So that means, and it's not even the ring included, it's just the tracks, 1.4 million blocks. 1.4 million blocks that we're certainly not going to cram into this messy storage. So for the ice tracks, we're going to go and build a separate one. And we're sorting in all the blocks that were left over from the ring, which allows us to even tick off a few blocks. So I think that was it, right? Now we moved over everything we still had a little bit of. Some things we still had quite a lot of, and others just a little bit. I don't think it will take too long to fill everything up. For the ice track design, we're especially going to need a whole lot of nether bricks, as you can easily tell. And we already got all the nether bricks for our tracks through the piglin bartering farm, but the problem with that is you need an enormous amount of gold for that, so we're currently running the gold farm day and night in the background to produce over 5.8 million gold bars for the piglins, so that hopefully they'll trade us all the nether bricks later that we'll need. And believe me, a lot can go wrong there. So usually this would be the moment where I tell you how easy this all went and that our storage is full, but we ran into a problem. So we constantly had our gold farm running for over a week now, day and night, and for the last few days we had all these piglins trading the stuff we needed, but it turns out I miscalculated again. We put 5.8 million gold ingots into this farm, and I certainly thought it would be enough. I mean, it's 5.8 million, but I guess I did underestimate it again. Right here are all the nether bricks that we currently have. Almost 23 double chests full of shulkers, full of nether bricks, which is pretty huge. I don't think we ever had that much at once. So it's just about 2 million of these nether bricks, but that, as it turned out, is only half of what we need. So that means we need a total of 10 million gold bars. Bro, I can't say I'm looking forward to recrafting all this stuff. Our last 7 days pretty much looked like this. And we were racking our brains yesterday about what to do next, if we're gonna wait another week for the gold farm, and it took about 9 days to get all the nether bricks, or whether we wanted to build another huge gold farm, and that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna need 20 shulkers obsidian for the farm, and luckily we have quite a bit of it in the bartering farm. Should be enough. Yeah, look at it. 39k. So obsidian was pretty easy. We still need to get some glass, but I think we still have that too. So we actually have the materials for the gold farm. I'm only concerned about the effort involved to build it. And we're gonna build the gold farm, I'd say just right next to it. So we can actually only build a gold farm, another gold farm, because it's player bound. So the obsidian, we're just gonna place that here. And where's the glass? There's Antonio. Oh, even white glass. Okay, nice. And that should be pretty much it. And of course, you need a storage and generally the entire portal area in the overworld. But luckily, Phoenix already took care of that, so all we had to do was build the actual farm in the Nether. Okay, let's go! Gold farm number 2 is up. Dude, look at this. Now we got 2, and it didn't even take that long. I'm so glad we did this. So if this actually works out, we're gonna have double the gold rates, and then we're never gonna have to wait so long again if we need something from the bartering farm. So assuming the server isn't lagging too badly, we can even build a third one. We could even build 4. We only set up 2 gold farms so far in the sense, because I don't really know if the server's gonna handle it or it's gonna lag too much. So I'd say let's go ahead and go to the overworld and check out how it's all looking from over there, if it's all working. And did it work out? Oh no, what's that? Oh yeah, now it looks like it might work. Oh yeah. The farm was loaded, and now it works. Here they come streaming out. Now the question remains if both of our farms can run simultaneously with this rate. Yeah, seems to work. A few more days have gone by, and everything has been working perfectly. Our account is still there standing, and again, we have a whole lot of gold blocks. Yeah, it was definitely worth building the farm. So that means, ideally, if everything goes according to plan, we're just one step away from building our ice tracks. Finally, bro. We had to wait for like 2 weeks now. Man, we even have over 8 double chests. And all of this we now are gonna have to recraft into bars. We're probably not gonna do it all at once, but bit by bit. And this farm's gonna also have to run through day and night the next couple days so that we get the rest, bro. That's even more than 5 million gold that we got. So after all this, we're hopefully gonna have enough nether bricks. We got half, and I hope everything works out now. Luckily, we didn't run into any more problems with the bartering farm, and after a few days, we were finally able to craft the 1 million nether brick blocks. It probably doesn't seem like it, but this whole project really took us another 3 weeks, and we didn't even start making the highways. Nevertheless, our storage is finally full, and we've also farmed all the other blocks that we needed, so we can finally start building our ice highways. All the nether bricks are in the storage, and now we can finally start building the ice tracks. I think the schematic is also already in here. It was this one, I think. Yeah, it's extremely laggy. I think it was the right one. This right here is the biggest schematic that we've done so far. 3,600 by 3,600 blocks. So guys, let's grab the blocks and let's get started. The good thing is, on the bottom layer, we pretty much only have nether brick stuff. Purposely made sure of that. Only from here on out do we have like cold blocks and shroom lights and stuff. So chisel nether bricks, cracked nether bricks, and regular ones. So now we also need to make sure that we all split up a little bit, because of course, if I'm gonna be building here, nobody should be like following me around the whole time. So we all just find out for ourselves what we can do where, and bit by bit we'll complete it in the layer mode. So like this, it doesn't really do me anything if he builds up there, because eventually I'm gonna get to that point up there and have to place something. Yo, Fingston, what are you doing? It's not really doing anything. So this is gonna take quite a while. We gotta travel a lot. We can't just keep placing items down like we could with the ring. Cause bro, I'm gonna have to walk 1,500 blocks in each direction every time. So here at the stilts, it could actually be worth just going up bit by bit. Yeah, I think I'll do it that way. So now we go up. So always up to layer 132. And I hope it lined it up correctly, but I think I did. Bro, imagine I just missed it by 1 block and we gotta do everything again. But I don't think so. Oh my god, guys, we're almost there. Yo, the last block. I think we should be done with the tracks now. Now let me go check everything real quick. Yeah, bro, look, these are legit. All the chunks that... Oh my god, bro. Back there, even the gold farms and stuff. Bro, this looks insane. Now we even got 2. Yo, the Nether hub. Wow. Yeah, we should actually take down this ice track. I mean, this is downright disrespectful. That's what we had before, bro. It just got insanely upgraded. Bro, this looks so tough. Our Nether hub is finished. And now, for the first time, we can finally use one of these ice tracks. Let me go get a boat real quick. Our boat. And now for the epic moment. You can also hear how this thing's accelerating. It's a matter of preference, of course, but I think it's pretty cool. Very cool little detail. And bro, just look at the speed you get here. Now, you can actually really even tell how fast you're really going. before you could hardly really tell when it was only the ice. And boom, I'm at the end. 1,500 blocks. And so, after more than 2 months, we're putting a check mark next to this chapter of the Nether base. The Nether base, together with the Nether hub and the ice tracks, now contain over 3.8 million blocks, and when you compare it to the base at the beginning, this is really a significant upgrade. And if you don't want to miss how we set up and furnish the entire base or build a gigantic custom biome around it, now's your chance to subscribe for free, and this is the Nether Hub.